Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. I'm also Jaylee from Detroit, but I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner, and this is going to be a gossip chat, honey, of epic proportions, if you ask me, because foolishness is going on all around the globe, all around the world, just all around us. People can't seem to get their stuff together. So here we are to have a whole conversation about it. Okay. Now I forgot to download the video for the updates on Meg, so I'm gonna stay off camera for a minute. But hello to all the people. I hope y'all have already done a couple of things. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. So we're gonna JayBird, dot. Okay, do not forget to also like the video. Okay, like the video, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Like buttons help the algorithm know y'all watching me. Okay, you can't be around here not liking the video. Do not forget to also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter. And y'all know, go ahead around here and share me with those who you like, who you love, or whoever's on your social media. Hit that little share button and whatnot. Now, as I said, all the foolishness is going on around here. And we have to get into it little by little, step by step, day by day. Oh, y'all can't hear me? I'm done downloading. Can y'all not hear me? Can y'all hear me now? I hope y'all can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I was downloading something, but I'm done now. Is everything okay? I hope so, because I don't feel like starting over. Okay. But yeah, look, I'm here. Hi, girl. Hi, everybody. Look, I know my walls is real bare and that look real weird. It like I just moved in because I was on TV yesterday. Okay, because I was on the television. Okay, I had to take stuff down from around me. Okay, so I have not put stuff back up on my walls, so it looked like a brand new, freshly moved in place, or like this dope spot. And any dope spot I did not just move in. That's just what it is. Okay, signal being dumb, I'm gonna pop off because I don't have time for the bad signal and the popping and the going or whatever. Okay, but y'all know what we here for. Hi. Okay. Make sure that you like the video. Okay, I am one of the hardest working on YouTube. I do a darn good job of doing a whole bunch all the time. Okay. Hello to all the people. Hi y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey my, hey my. That is my. Okay. Hello to the people. Hi, 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 hi. Okay, y'all hear me good. Okay, that's what matters. That y'all can hear me. Congratulations, confetti. Okay, yeah. Um, it was amazing. Okay. Hey, they don't let you be yourself on Watch What Happens Live. What do you mean? Who was I on Watch What Happens Live? I was myself. Who else was I? I don't know who else I was supposed to be. I was Jaylee from Detroit because I am Jaylee from Detroit. So yeah, I don't, so I don't know what you mean by they don't let you be yourself on because I was myself. I wasn't anyone else. So yeah. Anyway, yes, y'all, yes, I was very, very happy. I was on the television, okay, around here on last night. I already posted the clip on my page, on my IG. The clip posted everywhere I could post it, okay? Yes. Yeah, so right now I have no logos up behind me. I have nothing up behind me. My daddy's corner sign is gone. The two things. So I'm gonna pop off because I think the signal still being stupid. Um, I don't want it to be, what I'm saying, choppy and whatnot. Yes, I was on Watch What Happens Live. It was very, you know, um, it was very exciting. You hear me? It was very, very exciting because I feel like everybody want to be on TV. There's one thing to be on YouTube every day and people watch me and everything. But like you do want people to know your name like around the world. Around the world. Okay. And it's like little by little, step by step, day by day. Get your voice out to the people every day. Okay. And when I sent the little thing to ask, because they were looking for folks, whatever, some little thing, got it, booked it, boom. Okay, and I'm like, damn, I can't have nothing up. So I'm like, I gotta take my stuff. And y'all know I'm short. So I took the stuff down. I moved stuff off the little shoe rack or whatever. Took the little cover off my chair. So it all looked professional. Yeah, but they don't allow any background logos. Like, even though like a pair of them shoes is some Nikes, but you couldn't see the word Nike. Okay. But I'm just, a good time was had. I was very overwhelmed. My mom will tell y'all, and also him, because I was like, I'm nervous. And I'm like, why are you nervous? You do YouTube and talk to people every day. So what you nervous for? But because I feel like TV is different than YouTube. Because on live television, everybody can see you, they can hear you. Y'all know sometimes I talk fast, my words can get jumbled up or whatever. And I was like, Lord Jesus, please don't let me forget my question. Please don't let me, be stumbling. Please allow me to not get started. Please just allow me to be calm, cool, and collective. Okay. And so that's what it was. And it was fun. And I loved it. Why? I don't know why my signal was on, girl. That's something else too. I was on the thing or whatever, and the whole time I was backstage and watching, from backstage, my signal was great. The minute my ass started talking, I'm like, no, because I could see, Papa, I can see my hand was like paused on my end. I was like, is it pausing? But I was like, don't stop talking, keep talking, because only I could see and I'm like, maybe only I can see myself being paused and can't nobody else see me being paused. But I was like, they can see me. So I'm like, I text my mom and him, and I'm like, am I pausing? Did I pause? Did it mess up or whatever? And they was like, only a little bit, but they heard the question was fine, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn it, man. Damn it. I can't believe it. Bastards, okay? But thank y'all for the congratulations. I told I put a video up earlier, and I said, look, my whole goal is to keep getting my name out to the masses, little by little, step by step, and that's what it is. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? JayLee's Detroit, because Bravo has asked my question. Well, Bravo, Andy has asked questions from me on 2 separate reunions in the past. So, they, I've always, when I'm on that, it'll always say JayLee from Detroit. People don't know. Yes, you can't go on a show and say JayLeesCorner. You can't go on and say your brand name or whatever. It's just your name or whatever. Okay, I would have forgotten all my words. As words. I think had we been in person, I may have gotten a little bit nervous. Look, I was nervous up until they said you're up next. I was nervous. My mom, I talk to my mom every day, all day. I talk to my mom every day, all day. And all day when I was talking to her, I was like, I'm just gonna stay calm. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to answer no questions. I don't want to have no emotion because I did not want to get myself too hype, but I also did not want to be like depressed or so. I don't know. I'm like, what if it don't happen? What if the show get canceled and I didn't got my hopes up or whatever and that goes away? So I was nervous. I, FaceTime him. I'm looking like I'm nervous. He's like, why are you nervous? He was like, you do this every day. But it was they never my question. I must be asking them questions because I'm messy. Even when doing interviews, like, in general on YouTube, you can ask a messy question in a classy way. It's all on how it was worded. Even me asking about Nia, it could have been messy. What Nia do her, it could have been messy. But you have to ask stuff in just a respectable, informational way, so the person you're talking to isn't offended. But you know what I'm saying? I could have, because I thought you would have asked Ashanti. I'm like, well, somebody else was asking her a question, so I had to ask him one. But it was fun. It was fun. It was nerve-wracking. You only get to ask one question. You have to let it be what it be. The question you ask has to be approved. You can't just go on there and ask any question. You know what I'm saying? Whatever question you ask has to be approved by all the folks or whatever. So, and I wouldn't dare get on live and say, so Ashanti, you fucking that man. You know what I'm saying? You have to you have to follow the rules of what what you're on there for. So it's it's professional. And it's live television. Okay. From now on, I'm going to be looking at people's backgrounds. if you watch what happens live, if you look at any of the virtual people asking questions, it's always something saying clear. I had to make sure the shoe rack was okay because it can't be something that is the brand of something. Like if that thing I had like IKEA on it, it can't be there. You know what I'm saying? That can't be there. So, but yeah, I didn't notice it either. I'm like, I guess all the folks do be having, clear backgrounds. And because what my computer is, I have a desktop. I have an iMac desktop. So it has to be plugged into the wall. I couldn't just move my computer to anywhere else. I'm like, my computer has to stay here. So I had to take down the big ass paintings or whatever, and then I get pick up. But thank y'all and whatnot. A lot of people don't like Andy. I'm not. Who said I was Team Andy? I'm not. I'm Team JayLeesCorner. I'm not Team Andy. I feel like Andy is someone who has to do a job, and not everyone's gonna like people who have to do a job. A lot of people don't like him, but some people do like him. I don't dislike Andy. I don't care enough to dislike him because he hasn't done anything to me, and I enjoy the shows, and so I don't have an issue with him. But I'm not Team Andy. Thank you for being so proud. Thank you, love you too. I would have asked Sunday until I pay her for her vocals. See, that's a messy question. But someone, I think Andy did ask about he asked Morris about royalties. And they kind of asked Shandy about royalties too, about her songs or whatever. But what I'm saying? That stuff you leave for when you're one-on-one interviewing somebody on your own platform. But you can't do, because you also don't want to sabotage future endeavors. So the question I was going to ask and they approved me to ask, I had to ask that question. I could have been an asshole and went off skirt and said, you know what, Ashanti? I could, but I was like, no. Then the wives, like Nene, don't answer or give a smart answer. I don't know what that means. Anything because the wives, Andy don't want. I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, let's get into what we came here to be here for. Okay. Thank you, Amari and Asia. Hey Sam. So again, a lot of foolishness was going on the past couple of days. I don't know if the end of the year it's like let's end it on a bang. Let's blow some things up. Let's go ahead around here and be crazy over everything. I don't know. But it went from like nothing going on to everybody losing their mind to Twitter being a shit show. Meg and Tory case around here. It's just so much going on. And I was like, it is just seemed too much. Jesus fix it. Because I was like, I don't know why anybody would be on social media fussing and cussing with anybody and arguing with folk for no reason. Or what I feel is no reason. Because I feel like, is Diddy a prize? But again, we will get into that a little bit later, okay? But I need y'all, because this thought of mine, okay? This thought of mine is driving me crazy because I don't know why it's being done. Let's get into the first little topic that I want to get into, a sad situation. Steven Twitch Boss. I was getting ready for work. And it was just all over social media, and I could not believe it. I was very shocked. He was the DJ on the Ellen Show for a number of years, I think from around 2014 until the show ended in 2022. He had also became a producer on the show. I think in 2020, that is him and his wife, who they've been married since I think 2013. They met because they both were, involved with the show So You Think You Can Dance. They have 3 children together, 2 children biologically, and then her oldest daughter, who was I think 14, he adopted when they got married. So they have 3 children together. I think the youngest kids are like 6 and like 2 or 3 years old. And when I heard the news that he died and allegedly by his own, he took his own life, I was like, every time I remember seeing him, he was always so like joyful. And I didn't watch Ellen often, but I watched Ellen often enough to know who he was. I know he was also in the movie Magic Mike. I think Magic Mike 3. He was working on the Step Up franchise and everything. And it was crazy because I think everyone was just so shocked. And I was like, I just couldn't believe it. But to me, it also means people have to stop assuming that the face of depression or the face of sadness or the face of conflict or the face of self-harm is something sad and you can, it's like, no, some people are really walking around here with smiles and are hurting on the inside and just no one knows. His wife was the one who went to the police station because she said that he went to the police station, I think yesterday, because she said he had left the house and he left his car. And that wasn't how he was. So she was scared that, what was going on. Come to find out, he had went to a motel like less than a mile from the house and allegedly took his own life. The hotel staff say like he didn't seem, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. He came with a small bag. He was only going to stay for one day. And because he only checked in for one day, when he did not check out the following morning, it was the hotel or the motel staff. The motel staff who went to his room and found him. I think it is in the bathroom. His wife, released a statement confirming that he, had left them, meaning he had passed away, and just how great he was, as far as his legacy, how they will forever, lift up his legacy. Okay, and it's just so, because I'm not, Christmas is 2 weeks away. They have kids are the oldest daughter's 14, you know what I'm saying? And you just have to understand and wonder, not even wonder, but just understand people be going through shit and you have no idea. But when people are going through things, you won't know sometimes. And the sad part about it is no one can even comprehend what could have been did or said, could have been done or said to help him, because no one understood whatever it was he was going through. And I was crying. I was like, this is so sad, because you know what I'm saying? And my thing be, the kids are so young, now, it's just like, and even seeing all the who we knew, just pouring out love and speaking so positively about how great of a light he was. And they always say, I seen Niecy Nash posted, don't just check on your strong friends, also check on your funny friends. The friends who always try to entertain. Because they do say some comedians are the most tortured people, that they use comedy to help get out their demons or get out their whatevers. Not saying any demons, but I'm saying, like, no one takes their own life for, like, no reason. So whatever it was he was going through, the people around him in his life who knew him had, they were just like completely shocked. Like, I can't believe it. He was so great. He was so happy. And even all the videos that we've seen of him that they've been putting out today, his TikTok dancing videos, him and his wife had just celebrated 9 years married. Like 3-4 days ago, they had posted on TikTok 3-4 days ago, them dancing around. So, people were just displaying how much of a great human being he was, how great his light was. And again, you never know what someone is going through. I think that's also a reason why I typically try to tread lightly when dealing with folk, because you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, it's just so sad, and I can't ignore it. Like, I couldn't, I don't like doing breaking death news. I was just like, it was just so sad. You know what I'm saying? But look, every video, I always at the end, I love y'all, because I've had many of JayBirds tell me how, I've helped them through this and I've helped them through that. And I've had folks, I remember one JayBird who, with one of the hurricanes hit, I helped them through the hurricane because they were rebuilding their house. I've had folks tell me I've helped them through deaths and this and that and this. Because I think a part of my journey is to try to be a light to other folks. I'm lucky enough to not struggle with any kind of take myself out thoughts. But I do think everyone, including myself, gets sad. We get depressed about this or that. And we all have our moments. But you just have to not, or try your best to not stay in that moment. And if you feel yourself just sinking down deep into it, just reach out for help. Like a simple, hey, I need to talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I've had a friend of mine called me one time. I was on live. A friend of mine called me and was just going through it. And I'm like, okay, give me a second. I'm going to get to you. And you have to listen to people when they tell you, or even if they drop itty bitty clues. You know what I'm saying? And I just want everybody to know that everybody needs to be around here knowing that someone loves you, that someone is me. Okay, but if you are going through things like, is a reach out. There are many suicide hotlines. There's help everywhere. Be it stuff that's on YouTube, be it professional help, friends, family, whoever. Okay, friends, family, whoever. But I mean, I was, man, like I was so shocked. Jesus, okay. So y'all know, in between time, in the meantime, we have stuff like that. We take a little break now, like the video, and I'll come back in a second. Because liking is the thing to do. We are here to have a good time. We also need y'all to do your part and like the video. Okay, that's you got one job to do. Because it's 204. It is only, why does my video only have 78 likes? I need y'all to like the video. It can't be 200 folk in here and 78 likes. That don't make no sense. The math ain't mathing. Okay, the math ain't mathing. How you round here watching but not liking the video? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, it does not make any sense. Okay, this is a free video. You're not paying me. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm paying you in that bill. But I'm just saying, you need to do one little thing, and all I ask is like the video. Okay, please and thank you. Okay, I fussed y'all out enough. Next up, okay, because it's a lot of little foolish things going around. Who out here, with Aura of the Kelly? Okay, who out here trying to see the next chapter of surviving the Aura of the Kelly? I mean, the fact that one thing was about the Aura of the Kelly surviving him, and then also them saying that somebody stole his recordings, and that's how that album was. I'm like, why can't they let that man just stay in the prison and be there? Leave him, okay? Leave him there. Period. Okay, we don't need it. We don't want it. Don't nobody got to get it. Also, I think the first, few episodes of that damn free, not free, surviving Aura of the, we don't need no more of it. I feel like he's locked up. He's in jail. He not getting out no time soon. And I think leave there. I think sometimes when people have these, because I think no one who supports him is going to change their mind by watching nothing coming up. And no one who believes he's guilty and he's where he's supposed to be, no one is going to change their minds. I don't want people to keep capitalizing off of that man. Okay? Even though he not making no money off of it, the people producing the shit is. I feel like we have fully heard from the people that he has harmed. And the only way for people to be able to move on from the things he's done is to let his ass sit where he at and move on. And move on don't mean ignore them getting better. Move on mean we do not need y'all to keep retelling the same thing over and over and over. Nothing has changed since he went to jail, because he's in jail. He's in there, sitting, insane, ain't getting out. Leave him be. Okay. Now, as far as somebody supposedly allegedly stealing his recordings, I mean that I can believe, because I think people was probably still trying to pay, I don't know who, but pay for R. Kelly archived audios, because who knows what he's recorded. And once he was found guilty and he is in jail, why do another surviving? And it's supposed to be 2 episodes that comes on in January. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I want them to leave it be. Move on because I have already. Okay. Next up. Okay. Speaking of folk doing things in jail that they should not be doing. So the man who was accused of killing Takeoff. Okay, he went around here. He asked the St. Patrick Xavier Clark. He asked the judge, "Hey, judge, I need you to give me some money. Okay, I need $5,000 because I need to hire a private investigator to prove I'm innocent. Okay, I've used all my money to get me a lawyer. I need that." Well, the judge granted the 5,000, but now he's asking for his bail to be reduced. His bail was currently sitting at $2 million, and he's asking for the $2 million bond or bail to be reduced to $100,000. I was like, sir, you are accused of murder. You are accused of shooting someone in their life. I feel like if you are accused of murder, anybody should stay in jail. I never understand how people accused of the ultimate crime that no one can come back from, how they can get out on bail. Now, he told the people, I will wear an ankle monitor. I will stay at my parents' house. I'll agree to any curfew y'all want me to have. I will turn my passports. I can't go nowhere. I'll follow all these rules. I'm like, sir, those are the prison rules. What you want to get out for? The same, you really saying, hey, I'll just stay and sit down for a while. You doing that in prison. So I don't even understand why he trying to get out and do the same thing he can do in prison at home. Okay, we don't care. I just feel like you asking for a lot. And I know it's, innocent until proven guilty. I'm not saying he needs to be beaten up in prison. I'm not saying he should be, ignored for life. I'm saying once you are arrested for a murder, you may have to sit there. Right. He was trying to run. That's why they picked his ass up. Because he had allegedly applied for an expired passport. He was trying to go to Mexico, had a whole bunch of money on him. It's like, sir, you were trying to leave. You're trying to go somewhere. You already sitting down somewhere. Sit your ass down and stay in prison. I don't think once your this is my thing. And I think even if it's my family member, matter of fact, I can case in point, my ex, long time ago. Y'all know the bad guy. The bad guy at one point was in jail. Okay. He was also in jail for, taking of someone's life. Now, he didn't do it. Now, let me make that clear. He did not do it. But he also had a high bail. And he was like, leave me in here. What's the point of y'all trying to raise any kind of money to get me out? Because for what? Save the money. I feel like, why would you want? Because my thing is, and I think he's also a DJ in Texas or whatever. But I was like, why ask people to put up all that money? If you innocent, sit down for a minute and plead your case. Sit down and plead your case. If he didn't do it, he needs to get the private investigator. As for bail, bro, you're going to have to sit that one out, sir. Sit that one out. Right, he asked for punishment. I'm like, what? When he said he will have an ankle monitor, give up his passport, he'll agree to curfew, he's going to be living at his parents' house. I'm like, sir, you're doing that now. The prison is like your parents' house. Your cell is your room. Lockout or lockdown time is whatever the judge say, okay? So it's like sit down where we don't have time for it. So let's hope he can just stay where he at. I don't want anyone who is accused of something like that to be out, even if it's my family member. Murder is a whole thing. And I also feel like his bail to me probably matches the crime. Okay. Anyway, what's up next? I don't remember. Oh, Gunna. Y'all know Gunna, Young Thug, who was been in jail for a minute, okay, on the RICO charges or whatever. Gunna got out of jail today. Now, Young Thug is still in there, and so was other defendants. But I was like, look, y'all know Gunna had went up to get out on bail like 4 or 5 times, and they kept denying him to be out on bail. The fact that today, out the blue, they said, "Oh, Gunna getting out today." I said, "Getting out, out like forever, like on bail, or like is he like waiting for a trial?" I was like, "What's gonna happen?" I don't know. So no, Gunna is out. Like he's out. Now, what they said happened was, okay, Gunna pled guilty. Say he entered a negotiated plea known as an Alford plea, in which he pled guilty on one charge because it was in his best interest while maintaining his innocence on the same charge. Okay, so because of him pleading guilty to whatever the one charge was in his federal RICO case, okay, he was sentenced to 5 years with 1 served in prison. The 1 year sentence to serve in prison was commuted to time served because he's already been in jail for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So the 4 remaining years were suspended. I said, now how that happened? I was confused. Not even not he was saying sad. No, don't do it. Gunna wanted to be out, so he snitched his way out. He about that like we not look. I'm gonna say this. I want to say this, okay? I feel like a couple of things could happen. My braids itch, y'all. Now, he also gave a bit of a statement. He said, "While I have agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements, have not been interviewed, have not cooperated. I have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case, and have absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial process in any way." Now, the thing also said they have to note that even though he's saying he don't want to chat about nothing, a part of his plea is if they ask him to, he has to. Now, he can be the 5th if he wants to, but they may make that man do that. Okay, now this is my thing. Everybody's first thought was he snitched. He snitched. The one thing I want to say is they kept saying he wasn't really mentioned in anything. He was not mentioned in any of the illegal things, yet he was still in there. I feel like because they knew, well, you kind of in this shit, but not really in this shit or whatever, take this one charge and get the fuck out. That's a possibility. Now, is it also possible he snitched? Absolutely. He said he didn't snitch. Okay. I'm no expert. But even another part of his thing was saying how, he joined the YSL gang, because it was a record label. You know what I'm saying? And it was for music. It was people in the same area who was all, into music or whatever. He wasn't gang. Okay. And I said, okay. Because again, they kept saying beforehand, there's not anything really linking him to anything illegal. He was just also into some things. And I also feel like he has to know all eyes are on him because he had that good old speech prepared, okay? Prepared like fish on a Friday in the summertime at a fish fry. He was prepared, okay? And I was like, but sir, it's the whole he's out and everything was dismissed. I'm like, he ain't got to do no time. None. Okay. Okay. Again, you know what I'm saying? But he out. He's and got out and was rapping on some girl, but I said not rap on a lady, but I just feel like he knew something somewhere. Okay. And because he knew something somewhere, he said, fine. Okay. But I mean, welcome home. Now again, Young Thug up in there. He ain't getting out. Okay. I think Young Thug is definitely guilty. Whomever else is guilty along with him should be right along him in jail. Tired of these gangsters corrupting our children. Well, I think life corrupts children. I am not a believer of feeling like rappers are influencing our kids because I mean I saw stuff growing up, you know, it didn't make me want to do things. So I feel like we can't really blame rappers for corrupting the children. Kids can watch TV. Kids can watch the people in the internet. Like kids can watch their parents and get all fucked up in the head. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, I don't want to give rappers too much credit. I feel like in life, you have to parent your child. And if your child is easily convinced that the rap world is what they should do, well, then, you know, I think parents should maybe, you know, sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people see stuff all the time. So I think I don't want to fully blame rappers because I feel like other things influence kids too. Be it the mama boyfriend who's selling drugs, who don't even like rap. You know what I'm saying? Or the boyfriend's baby mama who is a stripper, and now the daughter want to be a stripper because she a stripper, and it's all kind of stuff. It's all kind of stuff. Not had up under the bed. County time counts for more than prison. Okay, that's a good thing to know. Well, I don't go to jail. They may have, I don't see the reason I feel like that can't be true. I feel like for me, if I see you in jail, and I see you get out, I ain't talking to you. We can't have no conversation. It ain't gonna happen. Not today, not ever. Mainly because I don't trust you. So you can't at any point come to me and say, hey, let's do business. Because I'm gonna say, Negro, what the fair's watching you? No, don't call me. Don't speak to me. Leave me to be. Leave me the fuck be. You're caught. The judge know your name, sir. Get out my face is what I would say, but that's just me. He talked. He probably spoke with the. He spoke with the. Do what he had to do. He didn't do any illegal stuff. You know, possibly he crossed some T's and dotted some I's. Might not have fully finished, but but he clarified for clarification. But also I think this. Is it snitching if you didn't do anything? If someone say, hey, did you do this? No, I did not. Nope. No. That ain't snitching. You know what I'm saying? I can deny that I didn't do nothing. Somebody did. I didn't do it. Was you there? No, I was not. If they show me a photo and say, well, hey, that is you, Thug, and the dead man, I would say, I didn't kill him. I'm not saying who did kill him. I know I didn't. No, ma'am. I really thank you. Everybody have a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? I just be like, I can't answer because I've seen people. Because like, for white kids who are also, you know what I'm saying, doing bad shit or whatever, who don't listen to rap, who they gonna blame? Billy Ray Cyrus? I don't know. An Alfred plea is an amazing deal. You get out for pleading guilty, but not taking ownership of the charge. The white man was there. Oh, so people should know. Okay, so look, if anybody get arrested, get old Alfred or Alford. Get old Alford. I want an Alfred, please. I need an Alfred. IO2. Alfred line 2. Check IG. What am I looking for? Not video footage, Lord. Was he snitching? Footage of Gunna in court is currently surfacing on the internet. What are your thoughts? Okay. Tracy, is it any music? It ain't no music, is it, right? Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen with y'all. Okay, let me see. So Gunna was around here. Hey. Hey, Bravo Channel, Jaylee. Hey, yes, and I'm like, who white kids blame? I feel like this. I feel like black kids, urban people, blame rap for influencing kids. I feel like there's a whole level of other races who also get into trouble. I mean, are they blaming Tony Montana? Tony Montana. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we can't fully, just blame the rap people and whatnot. Okay. But Gunna was around here, take top screen, talking. Okay, around here talking, and I want to play for y'all what he said. Let me mute myself.
It's a music label and a game, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the game.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the game to the detriment of my community. YSL as a game must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
YSL is a music label and a game, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the game.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the game to the detriment of my community. YSL as a game must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
Well, as we heard what he said in the court, this is his statement. Okay, the statement. Let me read the full statement. I'm popping on up here. Let me read the full statement, because what he said was, when I became affiliated with YSL in 2016, I did not consider it a gang. Well, sir, your testimony of your yes and no's, you were saying it was a gang. Okay. More like a group of people from Metro Atlanta who had common interests and artistic aspirations. My focus of YSL was entertainment rap artists who wrote and performed music that exaggerated and glorified urban life in the Black community. While I have agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements. I mean, you answered the question. Have not been interviewed. That was kind of an interview. Have not cooperated with you. cooperated with the questions, have not agreed to testify or to be a witness for or against any party in the case and have absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial process in any way. Because you already told them that you denounced the gang. I have chosen to end my own legal case with an Alfred plea and end my personal ordeal by publicly acknowledging my association with YSL. An Alfred plea in my case is the entry of a guilty plea to the one charge against me, which is in my best interest, while at the same time maintaining my innocence toward the same charge. I love and cherish my association with YSL Music and always will. I look at this as an opportunity to give back to my community and to educate young men and women that gangs and violence only lead to destruction. But what did he say before? Let's see what he said.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
YSL is a music label.
I mean, it's not snitching. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, he said he did not cooperate. I mean, girls and guys, just don't do drugs. Don't be in a gang life. Leave it be. Just stop what we have going on. Just move on. You know, just move on. I will. In closing, snitching. What we ain't even there yet. We're not there yet. Also, these are two different cases, two different courtrooms. We'll wait to get to Meg and Tory. We'll wait to get to them until a few minutes from now. Lil Fizz. Oh Lord. Lil Fizz Pop. Okay, Lil Fizz Pop was around here trending. And I said on my post, I must be the only one who did not see his backside. I'm happy I didn't see his backside. Did not want to see his backside. His backside to say where it's at. I don't know why Lil Fizz Pop always have, leaked stuff of his nether regions. Okay. Around here. Because we know there was allegedly footage of his penis that came out. I think it was last year. Okay, little mushroom or whatever. So we know that came out, and now I was like, one, is he really having sex on OnlyFans for one? And if he is, why is somebody watching it? I feel like you should not be on somebody's OnlyFans basically leaking their stuff. But at the same time, you should know if you have an OnlyFans, anything you put up there, someone could possibly leak it somewhere. Now again, I tried to find it, but I could look, y'all know. Y'all know from me, I'm going to put on screen. I be trying my best to be as accurately, positively sure of anything I'm discussing, okay? But I did not see it. And I refuse to go on social media and ask for someone to send it to me. Because I ain't going to see it. I don't need to see Lil Fizz butt. Okay? I feel like his butt has to look like anyone else's butt. But I need him to protect himself and stop posting stuff around here. Okay? Because everyone was in a whole tizzy. Oh my God. Oh my God. His butt. I'm like, why do y'all care? There are many things on a man I don't care to see. Okay? Many things. His booty hole is one. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see it. Don't need it. Don't need. So I don't understand. There's no man I know. There's no man in my life who has any footage even from that angle. Like, there's no need to ever take footage from that angle. I don't think people from porn even like stuff from the booty hole angle. We don't need to. No. So I never understand why Lil Fizz keeps being caught up in the foolishness of leaked OnlyFans content. Now he came out. Did I save it? I don't think I saved it. But Lil Fizz had went and posted on his little stuff. His great little stuff. I see stuff like that. Lil Fizz let's see, Fizz. What's his name? Air Fizzo. He had posted on his thing that this crazy, the level these chicks will go to try and destroy and ruin you. Wow. Unbelievable. Y'all have a happy holiday. That is not me. And I said, I posted it and I said, can you prove it? Love is about. Can you prove that whatever anyone else saw is not you? Is you sure? Is you is or is you ain't? I don't know. But look, Fizz, just stop. Okay, not drone footage. Fizz has fans. I mean, I don't dislike Fizz, but I'm not paying to see nothing at all. And anyone who has footage of their booty hole, I just don't feel like we even on the same team. We may be looking for the same thing. We may like the same thing. But I don't understand, because no woman sends a man anything saying, let me see your booty hole. Like, no one does that. No one. It doesn't happen. Because we don't care. Women do not care about booty holes. We do not. Gay men do. But not straight women. Okay? So I'm going to need Lil Fizz to figure out what he got going on. Okay? Please figure out what you want to be doing in life. Okay? Let's move on to the foolishness that is Diddy Love. Okay? Diddy Love round here telling us he has a baby. Diddy Love posted on social media. Okay, he did a whole social media post announcing Sean Diddy Combs has a baby. A whole new baby girl named Love Sean Combs and blah, 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 blah. Well, Diddy's announcement of said baby caused an uproar everywhere. Everywhere. And we already discussed Carisha and DJ Academics fussing. Okay, that happened a couple days ago. What's today? Today's Wednesday. That was on Monday. Carisha was like, fuck you, you fat, going off on DJ Academics who's back in the back. We know that. Well, Saucey Santana, who was, Carisha's good friend, you know what I'm saying, and Diddy, who is her, I don't know, her poppy or whatever, round here acting fools. Okay. And I was like, what's going on? So DJ Academics was the one who called Carisha a side piece. Okay, he was saying how Diddy went out here and had a baby on you, and Diddy round here, this. It was a whole bunch of foolishness, and I said, "What are you fussing with him for?" I feel like this: people have to know who to ignore. You have to know who to just not pay no attention to. If not, you're gonna probably go crazy because people are going to consistently all the time want to with you. They feel at the moment they put you, you're gonna respond and give them that attention that they can then ride the wave of trending. That's stupid. That's dumb. Don't make no sense. Okay. I think people need to leave it be. Okay. So I kept saying beforehand that Carisha should have never responded to DJ Academics. I kept saying it's dumb to even respond to him because he's a troll. Troll. Well, Diddy finally said something back. Diddy and also Saucey. Wait, did I put Saucey? I don't know if I did. Okay, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, here it is. So people were saying how, you should go ahead, you know what I'm saying, and handle that man. Okay, handle that man or whatever. I can't wait for Saucey to drag the Academics when he sees him. Okay, and Saucey said, "That's the thing. You never see that nigga. We outside though. Meaning I will fight you. I will beat your ass." Okay, now DJ responded saying, "Whatever. I'm always outside, and don't forget you a man." I was like, "Whatever." Well, when Saucey Santana saw the response, he said, "I just landed in LA. You a you a Twitch bitch at home in a room full of corn chips, screaming and spitting the mic, taking your aggression on women because we know you don't get no pussy, dick beater. I know I'm a man every day when I wake up. That still ain't gonna make me do shit. I'm sorry, make you do shit." I was like, "Why is y'all fussing?" He then said, "Nigga mad because he want to be a city girl." I said, "Now he want to be a city girl." Material girl. Okay, anyway, he said, "Fat ass little boy sitting in his room with low self-esteem, screaming and beating his chest trying to make a girl feel bad. Wanna be Wendy Williams ass nigga, leaves the gay some sugar left for our tank." I'm like, now you gay too? He then said, "Bitch ass, even if you was a blogger, you dragging it like you want a nigga to buy you a wig or get you pregnant or something. Loser at nigga, come outside." He ain't coming outside. He ain't coming outside. Diddy then joined the chat. Okay? Diddy said, "Young Miami is not my side chick. Never has been, never will be. She's very important and special to me. And I don't play about my shorty wop. I don't discuss things on the internet, and I will not start today. So think what you want, but know that if you do if you do something to hurt mine, I'm gonna come to your house and we gonna talk about it like human beings love." I say, Diddy, first of all, you announced the whole baby on social media. You announced the whole baby on the internet. That's part one. Part two is you knew for a fact people were going to feel some kind of way, say crazy things. You can just ignore it. Literally, I feel like the fact that they say how they're not a couple, how he's single, how she's single, they're just enjoying shit. I don't get why either of them responded back to the bullshit or whatever. But you can't say I don't discuss things on the internet, but you do because you're doing it right now. And when I was saying how Caresha was tripping or whatever, it should be beyond them. I think people don't get Diddy and Caresha are rich and famous enough. They shouldn't even hear this noise. Like Diddy Academics is just noise. Even the trolls on Twitter, it's just noise. You should be so far removed from that noise that you responding it shouldn't matter. It really should. Not saying people don't have the right to do what they want to do and say whatever, but when you respond, it makes folks feel like, oh, you care. Oh, you are offended, and it makes them dig they fingers in harder. But my thing is, you can't say you don't discuss shit while discussing shit on the internet. Okay? So that was all earlier yesterday. Well, one of Diddy's ex chicks, who probably was kind of a sad chick, but still someone he's actively dealt with, who looks like Cassie. Most of his women look like Cassie, but not Carisha. I'm just saying. Anyway, the Gina girl. Gina was right because again, Carisha was right fussing on social media. Gina said, "All right, tag in." Gina out here saying, "Carisha, you know you want to taste this yum yum." I said, "Not yum yum sauce, yum yum sauce." She then posted a real little video on IG with the caption, "When she beefing with you over Ninja, but whole time he got somebody else pregnant." And the song she's like lip singing or whatever is basically saying she's stupid. And she did a caption saying, "City girls down 1,000." I was like, no. It's weird to me. It's just weird why anybody is back and forth in it. I don't understand. I really, I don't. And Diddy, in my opinion, his whole life has dealt with many women. I don't think he's ever really, even when he was with Cassie, may have been the one time he was like, she was like a girlfriend. And he really wasn't openly messing with others. He was still messing with other people. You know what I'm saying? Diddy has always been a free penis spirited man. So I'm just like, why y'all fussing? I don't get why she said anything to Carisha. I also don't get, if you and Diddy so close, Carisha, why would you respond? Carisha went on Twitter and it was an entire mess. But I need just 240 y'all like the video. Because y'all don't like it, it's the thing to do, but like the video. Carisha was responding back to Gina. She said, "Gina, you've been down bad ever since I came to the picture, hoe. You've been crying for a baby for 10 years, hoes. You've been around as a bitch that eat pussy and dick when he feel like it. You an eater. You the same bitch that was crying on Tasha K because you wanted a baby. Poor Sushi." I was like, not poor Sushi. No, not poor Sushi. When she's of Asian descent of something. What I was like, look, and I put on I said, look, we're not gonna allow Carisha around here to call that girl any kind of racial slurs or racial insults or whatever. Because if that lady called Carisha a hood rat ghetto bitch, folks gonna be mad. So I felt like the whole, poor Sushi was like, don't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You already went up on that lady. You already went off on that lady. Let's not do anything that will cause folks to call you someone being, just towards them. Just don't do that. But I feel like, look, the fact that this mean Diddy be snitching. Carisha ain't been around Diddy for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Carisha has not been in the industry for 10 years to know what someone was doing with Diddy 10 years ago. But what you do know is Diddy told that girl, man, she just somebody I had around here, you know what I'm saying, eating pussy, sucking dick, about 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Someone told her these intimate things about that lady. Diddy around here dick talking, and I don't know why. Okay, now I also feel like Gina should have not came at Young Miami. My thing is this: if I feel like I'm his shorty doo-wop, if I feel like Diddy know I'm his main option, okay, meaning he has options. I'm one of the options, the main one. I'm not fussing with somebody who I'm saying not even in my same spot and never was. Anybody? Why am I fussing with somebody who has been around here eating and sucking dick? Why? For what? If you know she was never really on Diddy's roster, why are you fussing with her? You fussing with somebody who's never been your spot. It's stupid. Gina was someone Puff dealt with over the years. She still hang around, but she hang around like all the other women hang around. Diddy consistently has always had multiple women around. This is the first time that any of those women have been actively fussing on social media. Kim Porter, Misa Hilton, his oldest son's mom, whoever he been messing with, they wasn't fussing, Chan's mama. Diddy has always had a number of women he dealt with here, there, and wherever. And we would see him on vacation with all of them. And they was never publicly fussing. I don't know why these two round here on the bullshit is stupid. It's dumb. It's absolutely insane. And I have put on news on my page because I have put up, I think I put on Twitter. What did I say? I said, fighting around this other shit post. I'll just share it so y'all can see it too. I said, fighting over a single man with 7 kids who's for the streets. Okay, he's for the streets. Is not a flex. Okay, I don't care if you buy Caresha an island in the morning. That shit is stupid. Okay, and also let's Caresha use racial slurs. Okay, but I'm like, he's a 52, 53, 50-year-old plus man with 7 kids, a couple baby mamas, a couple chicks. Why y'all fussing over that man? I don't get it. It's stupid. It's childish. It's dumb. It's ignorant. It don't make no sense. Y'all both in the same boat. Y'all both smoking motherfucker for $1. At the end of the day, Diddy fuck Carisha for $1. He's fucking old girl for $1. Y'all are both someone he's put his penis in and gave money to. And told y'all, I'm not your boyfriend. So I don't care how people feel like, oh, well, Carisha, it don't matter. When you are one of his women, why are you fussing with one of the other ones? Even if she less than you. If you know she eating all she was eat, put and suck, why you care about that bitch? Leave her be. Leave her be. But I don't do racial stuff with anybody. Period. I think you can insult folk without saying racial shit. Period. Because again, the minute she say hood rat, it's gonna be, if that lady will call Carisha hood rat black, a black ghetto bitch, folks will be all up in arms. Okay. She also said, "You want a baby bitch? I have career hoe. You a certified freak. You haven't heard from Diddy since the awards, reminiscing on abortions. Let that hurt go, Chung Lee." I was like, not Chung Lee. I just can't. I can't understand the bull of the shit. I cannot. It's asinine. Again, you know this shit. What the fuck? And I do not like the race stuff. Period. You already went off on her. You already said a whole bunch of. You already hit her, but you already hit her in the jugular. The sushi and the Chung Lee shit ain't needed. Period. Mainly because folks gonna then come for you. And people have to know that you can't feel like, I don't care, whatever. That ain't grown up. That's an adult. Okay, it's not what it is. Now, she also said, if I want you to eat my pussy, Diddy would have had you on your knees, hold you a eater. Again, really? To me, to bitch you a munch. To me, I'm like, we have to be better. We can't make excuses for bad behavior. And this is stupid behavior. This is childish behavior because that ain't your boyfriend, Caresha. Y'all ain't together, Caresha. You a single, young, beautiful, talented young woman. Why would you be out here fussing over somebody with anybody else who Diddy could possibly still go fuck later? Because he's single and so are you. Can't have it. It's stupid. And I'm too much of a grown woman to be like, yeah, Caresha, yeah. No, for what? Why? What part of this is cool? What part of it is cool? Okay, we, this is why I say stuff is crazy. We'll sit up and watch people fuss and argue, fight, and fuck around and get killed. And we was like, arrest the people who was fighting Shanquilla over there in Mexico. Who was it's the same premise of people around here having bad behavior that escalates. Because if Caresha was in the same room with the Gina girl and they fought, what we gonna say? Let them fight? No, we're gonna say that's stupid. So if it's dumb to be Philly fight, what are you fussing on social media with a chick who you say is an eater? I don't want no dude who would allow someone he fucking to eat my... What? On what God's earth is this happening on? That's dumb to me. Boom, Queen. He out with somebody else that's neither one of them. That's the crazy part. Y'all fussing when he not in either one of y'all's vicinity. Even if he defended Caresha saying, she's not my side piece. That's not what I respect her. Not enough to make her your one and only. Because as Queen just told us, Diddy out here hand holding with a whole new chick. And matching black outfits, hand holding. And truth, and this is the thing. Nobody walks around holding random people's hands. You know what I'm saying? I don't walk around holding my friends' hands. I don't. Men do not walk around here holding their friends' hand. You holding someone's hand who you like. And she see the camera. And her face is saying, hey, Caresha. Hey, Gina. Hey, whoever else Diddy dealing with. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? I'm one of. So while Diddy's telling us about his new baby with Dana Tran, okay, while Caresha and old girl around here fussing on social media about him, Diddy around here hand holding with a new chick down the street in Jodeci boots and trench coats and bucket hats. So if you don't get, I would never in my life be around here fussing with a chick over a dude who can't claim me publicly as his one and only. Get the fuck out of here. And I'm not saying Caresha can't want to be a single woman fucking around with a rich ass man, but when you know that rich ass man deals with other women, why fuss about him? I would not say nothing about nothing. Every time someone comments about me, I will take a photo in my Bentley at the mall next to all my money. You wouldn't dare get anybody. And folk like to say, well, he paid her. As I said, he could have bought her a fucking island today. Being on social media, fussing with a chick who you say is an eater, a certified freak, okay, and who you can get Diddy to have her eat you out. I was like, that's not a flex. It isn't. Y'all hoes play with Diddy and not me. For real, I'm on one. I'm whatever. I'm with whatever, whenever, at any given time. I'm a spicy male type of bitch. By the way, I don't do brown sauce. Stupidity. Okay? Stupidity. It's stupid shit. Dumb stuff. Not just Karisha and Diddy. I like the boost though. And Diddy, you know, this all love. That's all love and win. Love. I don't mind him being single. I don't. Diddy has been living this life for a long time. And you literally have to know who to pick to be your shorty wop, who not gonna cause drama. My thing is, she not only causing him drama, she getting drama too. She not bothered. She don't care. She fine. If she was, she wouldn't care to comment. We've seen other people get hit with all kind of shit. The fact Nick Cannon chicks don't say nothing, and they get hella hate daily. They should care. They got kids. Caresha say she don't care, but she'll go on a whole rant, and then her reason will be, "I'm with whatever, whenever." What that means, you haven't grown up yet. I'm not saying that no one ever in life has not. I have beat 2 bitches' asses over exes in my 20s, and Caresha is in her 20s. However, the life she lived is so different. She should not be having to fuss with people about Diddy. People look at the critiques of Caresha doing too much and tripping as anyone saying she's wrong and trying to defend herself. It's not that she's wrong. You should not want to do that if you're truly unbothered. But some folks don't get that. I do. I don't stand for BS. I don't want women looking dumb. I don't think you're dumb just for dealing with a man who's single, because dating is dating. Once you are fussing and arguing with multiple people or the same person multiple times over said man who's single, you look stupid. You look like you care. And it makes no sense to care when you are one of many. Ain't no confusion. Even if Gina is someone who fucks and sucks, so Diddy likes it. Even if she's someone who just sucks and fucks, that's her role in his life. If her role in that man life is to suck and fuck, and your role is to just be around here being called shorty do wop, let that lady play her role. But y'all fussing about that man is stupid. You hear me? Dumb. Let's move on to the last piece of foolishness of the night. Whew. The Meg and Tory trial that's currently going on. There's so many twists and turns, and twists and turns, and twists and turns. Okay, this trial, this situation has been going on since 2020. That's when all of this was. Yeah, it was 2020. What's 2019? I don't remember. Either way, the fact that it's still a mystery. The fact that they are currently in court and it's still like a fucking murder mystery is beyond me. Okay. Now I'm gonna take this off my screen because so much has happened. So much has happened in the couple of days. Today is day 3. Meg testified yesterday. Now, I'm going to go to the diagram because I was like, I don't have time to download the 8,075,472 screenshotted Twitter posts from court reporters who are there. So, I know somebody said earlier, why we got, the audio video of Gunna, but not Meg and Tory. There are no cameras, no phones, no nothing allowed in that case. I don't know why, but some cases just aren't open to the public or whatever, and not, this or that. So the court reporters are having to tweet and talk about stuff when they're like on break. So there are a few different people who were transcribing the shit going on. So the Jasmine brand had some of it from what Meg said yesterday. I want to make something clear. Okay. Meg was shot. That's a fact. This case is supposed to be about who shot Meg. Okay, it's supposed to be about the fact that she said Tory shot her. The fact that day 2 of the case, where Megan was on there, was them trying to basically slut shame her, bring up her sexual history, to victimize her through embarrassment. Because there are many, a man can be up there on the stand or whatever, and they can talk about how he's fucked 20 different women. It'll be nothing. The fact that they are alluding to Meg having sex with 3 dudes with her own free will, in her own free body, that, oh my God, they're trying to slut shame her. And what's sad about it is her punk ass old friend, Kelsey, is helping. But let's first get to what Meg was saying yesterday, because she was on the stage yesterday. This is all from court reporter James Queeley, I think his name is, from LA Times. A lot was going on. Okay. She testified at 11:15 a.m. She got shot 2 years ago. They said she was emotional before taking a stand. Where is it? So they said that she described him as they used to be friends, that she don't feel good. She has to be here for that. They asked her about the argument that happened before the shooting. Meg says the argument in the SUV started because she wanted to leave the party from Kylie Jenner's house. Elaine did not. He had an attitude, and when they got into the car, he told Meg, you need to stop lying to your friend, referring to Kelsey, because this is when he said and let Kelsey know him and Meg had sex. Meg said she wanted to get the car, but was hesitant to get the car because she had on swimwear. After leaving the party, she got the car. She then said that's when he began shooting. It says he let her out the car. Meg described the shooting as it has been in the court interviews before. That Lane jails Dan's bitch and fired 5 shots. In shock, I'm scared. I hear the gun go off. I can't believe he's shooting at me. It was just like, it's the same thing we've been hearing this whole time. There was an argument. She got the car. He started shooting her from behind. And, you know, her feet is what got hit. She said how everyone was shocked. How Tory was shocked. Kelsey looked shocked. Jaquan, the driver, and his security looked shocked. Okay? Because who don't look shocked when someone gets shooting? She says the argument started about the romantic situation. It quickly escalated to a fight between about the careers. Lane told Meg she ain't shit. And she responded by saying, you know, insulted his stature in the industry. Okay. And that's what pissed him off. So he was upset because she told him, you ain't shit either. Your job ain't shit. Your songs ain't shit. None of y'all is shit. And he's very problematic. Very. And the sad part is most of her testimony is I feel like I feel like the fight don't matter. I know we have to discuss it, but I still feel like the fight shouldn't matter. And when was asking her why she did not tell the police what happened, because again, as she said before, because I was scared of the police at that point in time. Police was killing us left and right, basically, and she did not feel safe. And I think a lot of us felt that same way then. I think a lot of us felt that way in 2020, that if we got pulled over, we could possibly die. Period. Okay? Now, they asked her in regards to the lack of support from the rap community. She said it's because it was like a boys club. Okay? The whole situation in the industry is like a big boys club. Like, I'm telling on one of y'all friends, now you're all about to hate me. And that's really what happened. People were not supportive of Meg because she was telling, he shot me. He shot me. Okay? Now, that was off from yesterday. Again, most of all yesterday's stuff was literally about who she slept with, who she's been with. You know, they mentioned Ben Simmons, they mentioned the baby, they mentioned Tory Lanez. Now, Ben Simmons again said that he don't know that wasn't what it was or whatever. No, he was denying knowing Kelsey. Okay, or this and how none of this shit is real. But the fact that today was Kelsey who was in court. Now, I want to play, it's about 9 minutes, y'all. The one lawyer who was doing the court reporting on breaks. This is him quickly breaking down stuff. I want her to listen to it, and then we will have a conversation.
Oh my God. When we walked out of that courtroom just now, every single person was shocked.
First of all, quick thing. He is trying to be seen. He is so animated. And I feel like, you know, but again, this is the court reporter, you know, talking, you know, about what happened.
Every single person was frozen. A lot of people were looking at me like, bro, tell me what is going on. Kelsey took the stand. Before she even started talking, there were fireworks. This started with Kelsey coming in and saying she is invoking her Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and not testify. When someone invokes the Fifth Amendment, they have to be invoking it because if they were to testify, they would be giving testimony that incriminates themselves. She said, I will not testify because I would be giving testimony that I'm incriminating myself. That's what it means when she invoked the Fifth Amendment. Now, the government offered her immunity. They said that we will not prosecute you and use this testimony against you, so please testify. Her lawyer came back and said, well, that's not good enough. I don't want you to just not use her testimony against her. I want you to confirm to me that you will not prosecute her for any crimes arising out of this instance, out of this situation. The prosecutors said, yes, on the record, we will not be charging Kelsey for anything that came out of this incident. And then she testified. I'm going to go over the whole testimony in the next video, but here's the piece that we just left off at lunch. The courtroom is just, I can't even explain the tension. They asked her, at one point, did Tory ever say that I'll shoot you? And she said, I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right, which suggests, they asked her, what's the context? When did he say I'm going to shoot you? She said, I invoked the Fifth, which suggests that the context was Kelsey was doing something, perhaps Meg was also doing something that would incriminate her. That's the context. That's what I get from it. That's my opinion. That's my read of it. For those of you who have been telling me that I'm biased and that there's only one angle to this story and that a man pulled a gun and shot 5 times at another woman and that the prosecutors haven't charged him with attempted murder, but I'm biased. If you believe the story that a man pulled a gun and shot 5 times at another woman, he hasn't been charged with attempted murder, and now you have another woman in the car saying, I plead the Fifth. You heard the bombshell from this morning. Let me catch you up on the rest of Kelsey's testimony. They asked her, how are you feeling? She said, I don't want to be here. They asked her, what's triggering you? She said, quote, lies from Megan. She was asked, what lies? That I betrayed her, that I am a bad friend, that I took hush money. Was asked, how do you feel about the allegation that you shot Megan? She said, that's ridiculous. She was asked, how did you meet Tory Lanez? Me and Meg both met him at the same time at a Rock Nation brunch. She continued that after they met, Meg wanted to hook Tory up with Kelsey, that did happen, that Kelsey and Tory were engaged in an intimate relationship, that Kelsey got COVID, went back to Texas, and during the time she was back at Texas, having left LA, Tory and Meg started getting it on. They talked about the night of the incident. They got to Kylie Jenner's house around 3 to 4 p.m. She was a great witness, by the way. She answered everything extremely knowledgeably, extremely truthfully. I believe every word she said. She never seemed like she was trying to hide something, except when she pled the Fifth, of course. Now, she's clarified this was not a party. Those were just people hanging out. There was maybe 5 or 6 people before Tory got there. There was a lot of alcohol. She said at one point she did pass out. When she woke up, Tory was there. They were all in the pool. They were having fun. She confirmed a lot of the speculation. Tory was hooking up or trying to hook up, flirting with Kylie in the pool. Meg was very agitated, trying to leave with Tory. Tory did not want to leave. She contradicted Meg's testimony. Meg said, oh, I don't remember ever leaving once and then coming back. Kelsey testified they all got in the car. They left without Tory. As they were going, Meg is rambling, being just weird, and then says, oh, I forgot my slipper. Let's go back. They all go back to get her slipper. Then they grab Tory. Kelsey didn't go in at that point when they went back, but when they came out, Meg came out with Tory, and Meg said to Kelsey, bitch, Kylie told us it's time for us to go. Tory drops the bombshell that he had been hooking up with Meg. Kelsey did not know this. The first time she learned this is in that car. That's when the argument ensues. That's when just lots of arguing is going back and forth. The prosecutor really tried to pin it down and make it look like the argument was only between Tory and Meg, and Kelsey was adamant that nah, everybody was arguing with each other. It was a mess. She confirmed that Meg was dissing Tory's career, his skills as an artist. This stuff all crescendoed. The prosecutors asked her about, was there ever a threat made by Tory to shoot? She said yes. Prosecutor asked her, what's the context? She said, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. You can only invoke your Fifth if the testimony that you are compelled to give will incriminate you, meaning that the context around the threat, if Meg will not tell us, if Kelsey tells us, it would incriminate her. And it gets crazier. We are on a 15-minute break. Got to get back into the courtroom very quickly. I sat at 12 o'clock directly in Kelsey's line of vision. I watched her testify. I watched her deny that Tory threatened to shoot her. I watched her confess that she lied to the police when she said that. The reason why she was lying to the police, the investigators, is because she wanted to protect herself. OMG. The rest of the testimony that we just saw in the after lunch session was a prosecutor holding on for dear life to a recording between her a police investigator and another LA County prosecutor and Kelsey, and just replaying that recording and saying, Kelsey, didn't you say this? And Kelsey saying, I did. Kelsey, is that true? And Kelsey saying, no, I lied. Did the LA County prosecutors give Kelsey immunity? I think so. They did, didn't they? That's what I reported this morning. That's what I saw in this courtroom. Does Kelsey sound like a believable witness? No. Is Tory Lanez accusing her of being the shooter? Yes. I'll tell you something. That jury, most of them, it looked like they had their mind made up. I don't know which way, but they saw that person say that I lied about all that to protect myself. They're going to hear that there was gunshot residue on her. We are done. Kelsey is not done. She will be back tomorrow for another day of testimony. In fact, the opening direct examination by the prosecution of Kelsey started in the morning. It's still not finished. It's going to continue to tomorrow, and then we'll get cross-examination. Let me catch you up on what happened. Kelsey testified that everything that she had told prosecutors and investigators before, suggesting that Tory had shot at Meg, was a lie. That she did it, why? To protect herself. Why was she protecting herself? She didn't want to incriminate herself. And then there was this back and forth exchange that just kept going on. They were saying the same thing to each other. I don't know why the judge allowed it. The prosecutor's like, why? She's like, to protect myself. Why? To protect yourself from what? And she just kept saying, to protect myself. Finally, they moved on. Prosecutor's story basically comes down to this. They're introducing evidence that Kelsey seems to deny, but then doesn't seem to deny, as far as Tory making offers to say, hey, I'll give you this money when they're in the car and the police are coming up behind them and there's a helicopter overhead. Tory's like, yeah, I'll give you $1 million. Don't say anything. And she's like, I didn't take that. I didn't know what he was talking about. And then there's another meeting that happens later on between Tory and her. And she says, I didn't take any money. But she, at the same time, doesn't deny that offers were made. The other part that prosecutors are using and hanging their hat on are messages after the shooting where Kelsey is communicating with other people, including a key text message where Kelsey says, Tory shot Meg. That was sent to Meg's security guard. For the cross-examination, what I'm looking and expecting for the defense to do is basically pin Kelsey as the shooter. They're going to start with the gunshot residue. They're going to say she's got gunshot residue on her. And then they're going to start pointing out to all, and there are so many, I don't even think you can cover them all, of the inconsistencies in the stories between Meg and Kelsey. One of the biggest inconsistencies that I can't make any sense of is Meg says that she was out of the car alone. Kelsey says, no, we were both out of the car. She said that today in court. We were both out of the car when the shots happened. Kelsey vehemently denied that she saw any type of shooting, and she kind of kept saying that there were just gunshots that went off. She did not admit how. I think a juror is going to go one of two ways. A juror is going to look at this and say she's been paid off, she's lying for Tory, Tory's a criminal mastermind, guilty. I think a juror might look at her and say she's trying to protect herself from incriminating herself about being involved in this shooting. And so she's lying, and maybe she's the shooter, and that's enough for me to say reasonable doubt the prosecution hasn't met their burden. We shall see. This case is not ending anytime soon. Stay tuned.
I let that play in full so that way, if I have to cut it out, it was not me talking. Y'all see Kelsey, right? Kelsey ain't shit. Okay? Kelsey, right? Kelsey ain't shit. I don't care why we fall out. I can still say we're no longer friends, but he shot her. How hard is it to say that if she meant anything to you? Okay? If Tory walks, I fear for Megan's mental health, is too much for an insult. I agree. I'm believing Kelsey's text that she sent that said Tory shot Meg. This was a reaction in the moment. Text, Tory shot Meg at the end. What else? Tory beat up August Prince and ran over a pregnant woman, and now Meg. Tory did that shit. Kelsey was never her friend. I've had ex-friends, and I would never stoop this low for a quick bag. How does Kelsey's story change from September, where she was video recorded, and now December she does not remember? I agree with that too. Collusion between Kelsey and Tory. I agree. She was so honest 5 minutes ago. Either he's lying or Kelsey's lying. The story changed. This is the gotcha. The gotcha is they're trying to create reasonable doubt. Okay, they're fully trying to create reasonable doubt. Key point: when something happens in the moment, as someone said before, the text she sent, oh my God, Tori sent a text saying, Lord, can y'all hear me? The power just went out, so I do not know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if you can. Let's hope y'all can hear me. Okay. Yeah. Power literally just went out, so I had to pop on my phone. Honey, luckily my phone is charged and the power just came back on. So I'm waiting for my internet to reconnect. Hold on, y'all. Lord Jesus. Okay. Yes, y'all can hear me. Anyway, honey, technology. We're gonna do this from the phone and leave that. Wait, can I change the orientation of the picture? Let's see if that works. Okay. So it literally went out um in 1 second and then um came back on in the next. So I don't even have my little stand up on my phone. So now I cannot really see y'all messages that much. So I can hide that. Okay. I'm back. This is stupid. Okay, Lord Jesus. Y'all can hear me, y'all can see me. But yeah, I heard a boom and then everything went off, and it just popped back on. We're gonna finish this on my phone. So I can't pull up nothing else like I wanted to because it's just different. But as I was saying, um, Tory and Kelsey, in my opinion, round here using reasonable doubt. Am I? I can't see what I'm looking at because I'm not used to it. I can't. Oh, Lord Jesus, let me just be sure everything is working. Can y'all put a thumbs up on here to let me know y'all can hear and see me, and we good. Your camera's on point. Okay, cool. I just want to be sure. But I feel like Tory and Kelsey are working together. I feel like he did pay her some money. I feel like he did say, hey, I'm gonna give you a little bag or whatever. Just say you don't know, act like you don't know, you know what I'm saying? And then plead the fifth where you can. Because Kelsey went in there saying, I want immunity. Okay? Meaning whatever I say, you can't arrest me for it. And I'm like, that's an easy thing because it's also gun residue on her hands. It's gun residue on his hands. Meg is the only one saying he shot me. And for Kelsey to say, well, I mean, I had all the texts saved on my Twitter, but Kelsey at one point said that she did not see Tory shoot Meg. She did not see Meg get shot. She did not see Meg bleeding. And while I feel like people can be in the same space and not witness everything that go on, I also feel like when they said Meg said she was walking away and she turned, she don't recall seeing what Kelsey was. I was like, because if someone has a gun pointed at me, I may not see all my surround. I only see the gun. And Meg to me is the only one who should be traumatized enough to say, I can't fully remember where Kelsey was, but Kelsey was there. But for Kelsey to say, I did not see nothing, I didn't hear no, someone, there was some shots. I don't know who did it. I didn't see her get shot. I was like, it just seems stupid. Two people have gun residue on their hand. The gun was in the car. It was 4 people in the truck. It was 4 people round now. That's it. And what Meg did not shoot herself in the foot. The driver did not have no gun residue on his hands. It's between Kelsey and Tory. And to me, they're working together so that neither one of them can be found guilty. Because if it's reasonable doubt, Tory on that alone could be found not guilty. And because Kelsey got immunity, they can't then charge her either. And that's the sad part. Kelsey did all that talking about how, she gonna say her point and she gonna say this and say that. And then all of a sudden, in court, she quiet. Quiet as a church mouse. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I don't know. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing. There's probably more to the story, but girl, I can't see. There's probably more to the story, but Meg knows who shot her. But as long as those two play this game, Meg would not get the justice she deserves. And the bad part about that is, you would think, like someone said earlier, we cannot be cool no more. If I see someone shoot you, I'm not going to not say shit at court. That's dumb. It's like, it's dumb. Right, and if Kelsey was out the car with Meg, Kelsey couldn't shoot. Tory is trying his best to get off. And that's the bad part. That even the fact that he keep bringing his son to court. Why is your son there? He can't even go in the courtroom. He has to wait in the hallway. Why you have your child at the court? Oh, so the people can see, oh, he's a father. He has a whole kid. If we see the jury, if we see that, the jury had to see it. I think that's why the prosecution played the video of her in September saying something totally different. When she kept on saying, because Kelsey was saying, I can't remember, there was a death in my family, I got postpartum, my memory ain't good right now. And they said, but 2 months ago, you had a great memory. You said this, and not only that, on her social media, she's been making it seem as if she's going to say it all. And now I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th. I can't. What? Kelsey is a bad friend. Because, in my opinion, she doesn't want to help Meg. And I would never let dick come between me and my friend. And even people who feel like, oh, Meg, look. If Meg admitted to having a sexual relationship with Tory, she also said she can't believe she gave her body to somebody who would shoot her. But we have to stop slut shaming women. We know these men around here be dating whoever and whenever, however long, it be this, that, and the other. So we can't make it seem like Meg being out here enjoying sex, all that she wants to, is somehow worse than the dudes who do it. Okay, the fact that Tory Lanez know who else she was with is crazy to me. And let's not forget, Tory is the one who slept with 2 friends. So how are we up here trying to slut shame Meg and not slut shame Tory? Don't make no sense to me. Let's see. Let me see if I can find. I'm trying to find. See, I can put my phone up to pull up y'all comments. I wonder if they are trying to get Tory off so Tory can sue Meg for defamation. I doubt that. I doubt that's going to do it. They just want to get him off. When he tried to bring his child, he is messy. He is the devil's face. I don't like it. I agree. Kelsey was never her real friend, to turn on her like that, regardless of what happened. And that's the part that I don't really get, because what's the point? Like, there's no real point in anything that Kelsey is saying did or didn't happen. It's not as if, folks are going to look at her any better. I feel like more, at least me, I'll say me. I'm looking at her like a horrible friend. I don't care if my friend fucks some dude out. You and Tory were not in a relationship, for one. You should not share penises, but I'm not I'm not about to make the person who shot you get off because I'm pissed that you slept with some dude I like. And again, Meg is currently 27. Meaning when this happened, she was around 24, maybe 25 or whatever. We do dumb shit at that age. People do really, really dumb things, but nothing should be bad enough for Kelsey to be okay with not trying to help convict the person who shot her former best friend. Period. Okay. And to me, it gives Tory paid me off. So I can't say anything because me saying something would show me being wrong for something. And Kelsey I think she tried to play a sympathy card, how death in the family and postpartum. And I was like, those are sad situations. They're very, very, very sad situations. But you literally gave a full-fledged interview, a full-fledged, not a confession, but a full-fledged statement to the people in September of 2022. So I'm like, did the check just clear for Tory? Is that what happened? For them to have to say, these were your texts. This was your conversation. This is what you told us before. How? So were you confused then? You confused either way, or you lying? And so I think a part of me feel like Kelsey knew she was about to start lying. So let me ask for immunity now, so I can't be held liable for my bullshit. Okay, for my bullshit. And I'm like, it's just so dumb. I don't like it. If he paid her off, then she knows more than she should, and she needs to take heed. My thing is, if he did that to Meg, what will he do to you? Oh, good point. Well, let me scroll back up. It will put her in violation of the NDA. He probably had her sign. See, girl. Powers back out. That's why I'm happy I did not come my computer back on. I'm in the dark since I'm gonna be in the dark. Only for a few minutes, y'all. It will put her in violation of the NDA. He probably had her sign upon receipt of payments. It's a mess, girl. Why am I in the dark? No, y'all. I'm finna get off here because one, I want to plug up my phones because I want to make sure they're both charging up while I'm sitting here, even though one is at 63%. But y'all see, power is going in and out, and I don't know why. Not it feel like campfire stories, honey. Look, every time on my phone charge. Well, one of them is at 60-something%, of them is at 50. It's enough charge on them, yes. But because I'm on my Wi-Fi, I don't know how good this is my signal. Am I pausing? Am I pausing at all? Because if I'm not pausing, it's funny because I'm on my cell phone and on my computer. Oh, it was windy. Because I could hear the wind. Okay, the wind is not going to power. It's messing with the power. But at least I still look cute in the dark and on my cell phone, honey, out the blue. I'm trying to entertain y'all and still look. They know. Well, thank God this wasn't yesterday. Oh, thank God this was not yesterday, honey. My power could have went out when I was live on TV. Lord, thank you, Jesus. Honey, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Okay. Anyway. Thank you for appreciating me. That's scary that some people feel like Kelsey's actions are right. We cannot be cool, but that doesn't mean that anyone get away with shooting someone unless you did it. And that's the thing. I don't see. Look, we know it's between two people. And I don't see Meg trying to pin this on Tory if she know it was Kelsey. Because seeing how Kelsey playing things now and how they never kind of got or started talking after the fact. How they never started talking after the fact when the shooting happened in the first place. That part of me feel like she's saying, or campfire says, she's saying it's Tory because it was Tory. Tory did it. That's who it was. So I don't feel like saying that I think Kelsey got paid by Tory. And so she's having to just not remember, not pay attention, not know this or that, and leave that be. Okay. And girl, Jesus be offense. My signal was good. I may have to come up on my phone more likely. The devil's trying to you've given us. Thank God I'm glad that night, honey, and not, a little bit later. We shall see what I'm gonna do later. Yeah, I have the phone I'm on is on the charger because the phone I'm on is the phone is at like 50 something. This one is at 63. So I'm good at least until tomorrow. And plus, if I have to, I go out of my car because it's not bad weather outside. I don't care if Meg was pussy popping on the hands of the warehouse lawn with Tory's picking her up, and if I know she got shot, I'm telling everything. I kept saying, she could have banged every dude she knew. That has nothing to do with someone shooting her. Even when they were trying to slut shame her and bring up because she said too how this is turned into who I slept with. They're trying to, come at me for being a single woman who's having sex. And that has nothing to do with someone shooting me. And they're trying to slut shame her. And it's dumb. Okay? Now, I need y'all to make sure y'all have liked it. Look, I'm over here in the dark. Well, not now. But I'm saying, I'm over trying to entertain y'all. Halfway lights on, halfway lights off on my cell phone. Okay? Thank God. Look. Technology. Okay? It's also why I always keep StreamYard up on my phone. Okay? Because you never know. You never know. Don't think she would like Tory. I feel like before this, Tory was a cool part. I think we forget before people show us who they really are, they show us their best selves. I don't think that he showed Meg he was a conniving little troll. That he was a liar. That he was dangerous. I don't think it was. I think she was like, oh, this is who you are. And now that woke her up. And this is the bad thing. She now knows who she can't trust. Because not only could she not trust him, she can't trust Kelsey. And they always say God at times will remove people from your life on your way up. Meg would have still been cool with Kelsey had this not happened. And who knows what else or what other situation Kelsey would not fully have Meg back. Go ahead and say you afraid of the dark one time, please. I'm not afraid of the dark. I don't like the dark, but I'm not afraid of it. Once I'm in a place, I'm in my house. I don't care. But again, you know what I'm saying? No, but I can't do a live in it because it just looks weird. Okay. On the playback and whatnot. I'm trying to scroll back up. The length of some Black women will go through to protect a Black man who wouldn't go out of their way for them is nothing. Because he and his attorneys are trying to blame it on Kelsey. They're trying to say, well, Kelsey was also there. Kelsey also had gunpowder on her hands. It could be her. Like, they're not even actively trying to make it seem like it could be someone besides Kelsey. They're saying it was Kelsey. Let it be her. That's it. Meg said it was Tory. Right. Because Kelsey saying in the interview in September, Tory did it. her saying, "Nah, I can't really remember. I didn't see her get shot. I didn't see this and that." But she got shot. I didn't see it happen, but I heard gunshots. You then it wasn't you. Then it was him. It was him. It's the check trying to clear. Okay, this house is clear. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna end it here. I'm sad I'm ending it here, okay, because I had more stuff to show y'all, but again, power went out on my phone, so I had to do what I had to do. But I think we've been out here, yeah, it's been 2 hours. Okay, it's been 2 hours. So what we do know is Tory did it. Okay, Tory did it. It was him. He's guilty. We don't have to worry about it. I fully believe that Tory did it, that we all know he did it, that he know he did it, but he also know that he can just say, hey, well, guess what? Somebody else had gun residue too. It's easy for that. Okay. And the fact that Kelsey is going along with it is what's the worst. Because she also know that he did it. She also, because if you're saying you didn't do it, Kelsey, then that means he did it. And to try to say everything except that because you want your check to possibly clear is stupid. It's dumb. Okay. But I hope y'all have a good time tonight. Okay. We had a whole conversation about all kind of things. Okay. Right there, right there. The foolishness has to stop. Okay. The foolishness has to stop. Point blank, period. Okay. Now, I want y'all to be sure to like the video. Okay, I want y'all to be sure to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter. I want y'all to comment in the comment section on the replay. Share the video. Okay, please share it because sharing the video, liking the video is helping, all of the people and helping YouTube to know that y'all like me, that y'all love me, and share me in the algorithm. Okay, I will possibly be live tomorrow. I may go live tomorrow to discuss more trial stuff, or I might not. I'm not sure. But y'all know, come on back around here at 9 p.m. all the time to see if I'm live or not. I'm gonna hope that my power don't go out again because as y'all saw, it's been on 3 times since I've done this live. Okay, but at least I know my cell phone live is still good. Okay, was able to get off the computer and onto the phone. I want y'all to have a good night. I want y'all all to be safe. To know that we all love you. Someone loves you. Again, if anybody around is struggling with anything, please reach out to somebody for help. Okay, no one wants you to not be here. You're loved, 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 loved. Okay, now I will talk to y'all probably tomorrow. We shall see. I know I will not be on Friday night because I'm going out with my nephew to the movies. So if I do not see y'all tomorrow night, I will see y'all Saturday around here. I love you all. I gotta figure out how to put on my little thing. I don't need because let me see. I'll get to the thing. So, okay, there we go. But again, have a good night. Be safe, be happy, be healthy, be loved. Peace.